crazy. Look what seeing, dog.
That nigga got a fucking kaiju.
Look, Godzilla on them kaiju. Twerk, baby, twerk, Harlem kaiju. Work it, girl, work.
This is a Harlem kaiju. No. For Sinners though, that shit went kind of hard.
Let's get into Sinners, man.
Hold on, let me see. Let me start this shit over, bro. It kind of went kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Twins? Nah, we cousins.
Hey, man.
We gonna kill every last one of you.
Twins?
Hey, man. I wanna see that shit again, bro. Let's talk about Sinners, dog. Let's talk about Sinners, bro.
Let's go ahead.
Let's
Movie,
talk about
Sinners.
I haven't seen it. I
Put my
Motherfucker.
fish back on the stream. Hold on, I gotta get some water. Hold on. Oh, Person, in another mod. Tell us, let me see. Person, Benji in here. Let us know how close we are to tier 1. I gotta get some water.
Nigga, we what, $35 short, nigga.
Oh, that nigga been calculating all night.
I can see chat revenue right here. What are you talking about? Anyway, man. So yeah, guys, Sinners came out this past weekend. And if you watched my show earlier, then you know how I feel about it. But I'll just give my brief synopsis of it. Banger. Straight banger. It's Ryan Coogler at his best. It's Michael B. Jordan at his very fucking best. Remember, he's playing two characters, and they both play differently. You can never get them confused. Okay? Never get them confused. Haley Steinfeld gained a lot of respect from me, girl. She hit a line in this movie that was so, the dialogue in this movie is perfect. She hit a line that was so cold where she told Smoke's character, no, it was Stack. It wasn't Smoke, it was Stack. She told Stack,
You talking about the pussy line?
man, she said, so you can rob banks and rob trains, but you can't steal this pussy for one night. Ooh, that shit sent something through my soul, boy.
Nigga, I was in the theater. Bricked.
Well,
Bricked.
Bro, I almost told my date, bro. You ain't her, bro. You ain't her. You just ain't her, bro.
You gotta step.
How
it
you
up,
you couldn't come up with a line like that?
That was that.
And then she probably replied, "Cause nigga, you don't rob banks or rob trains." Fuck.
Yo, this shit was great, man. This shit was really
Garrett
good.
Snape says, "Was this a masterpiece like RMB said it was?" I don't know who RMB is.
Who is
but-
R&B? Fucking shit. Who is R&B? That sounds familiar. But no, masterpiece. I will say the one thing. There is one complaint I have about this. It's that we didn't flesh out the villain more. Like they didn't really tell us, exactly what his whole thing was. Yeah, he's a vampire, and he's trying to get Sammy to open up the portal so we could go back. But other than that, we didn't really get why. What is Cap about that?
It's Cap. That's Cap.
Then what's his motivation besides what I just
vampire,
said?
We didn't know what the vampire was about, but that's spoilers.
It's not spoilers.
It is. At the beginning of the movie, they said there was people who played music so well that it allowed that they was able to conjure up musical spirits from past and future, right?
Uh-huh.
And so but it also attracted the attention of demonic entities. They just didn't specifically say vampires. And this particular villain specifically stated, spoilers, guys, spoilers, specifically stated that he wanted to communicate with his ancestors. That's what he said. That's what he was all about. That's why he wanted Sammy.
He didn't say that until like the last minute. And then he didn't even say he wanted to communicate. He just said he wanted to see him. And that's what I mean, like flesh it out. You don't get that until the last minute of the film. Like you didn't really.
What do you want? A somatic universe? This was.
I wanted him to be more fleshed out. Other than that,
nah. My complaints
and the Native Americans. Where the fuck did they go, bro?
I was just about to get to that. My complaints are three things. I thought the movie was a little bit too long. All right. I thought there was an overuse of flashbacks. Or not even like the traditional flashback, like, oh, let's go back and relive this scene. It was more like,
you mean like when they start doing like reveals and shit, and then they flash it back to the scene to remind you.
Yeah, like I'm like, you're doing that a little bit.
I ain't like that because it's like I'm tracking. I get what you're telling me, bro. You show me.
And if the movie, and I feel like it was overly making the movie a little bit longer than it needed to be. So
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that like the first hour and a half before we even get to the vampire shit, I was fucking with it heavy.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm with that scene when they did the musical number in the fucking club. Dog, that shit was cool.
When he was hitting the notes and he was conjuring up the spirits from the past and the future.
Sick.
Nigga, gang. Remember how we made fun of She-Hulk for having a twerk scene where it didn't fucking make sense and the shit was ridiculous? This movie did it right. Because remember, you got to pay attention, and this is a slight spoiler. You got to pay attention in the beginning of the movie. It says there were people who were so gifted with music, knowingly or unknowingly, could conjure up spirits, musical spirits from past and future. So we're talking about a movie. We're talking about a movie in 1932, a setting in 1932. Nigga conjured up a fucking DJ from like 2015, nigga. And nigga was sitting there hitting all that type of shit.
They had just do it for the blacks either. It did it for the fucking
there was some Japanese music in there.
That was great.
It was Japanese music in there. I
was levitating in the theater, boy.
The chick that I was with was a Hispanic chick. She noticed some Hispanic music in there as well. So it wasn't just like, oh, for black people. Nah, it was like he was conjuring up all type of musical spirits. And the way that they did it, it was like they went into the crunk music era, didn't they?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I heard Lil Jon in there somewhere.
He was in there. I heard it.
Oh, you heard the same shit? So I'm like,
it was.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, yo. And then the way that they did the scene was so magical, gang. I almost wish they would have did it again somewhere like towards the end.
It was great. I thought they would hit that again with with him using the guitar again. But what I realized was, because we talked about it earlier on Leon's stream, because I think it was Stupenzo. He said he wished he would have opened up the portal thing, to like, defeat the vampires. But I'm like, I was thinking that's not what it's for. It's not for, power and like, defeating enemies. It's just for opening that bitch up because you're so connected with the spirits and shit. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking it wouldn't make sense if he used the guitar, and played the blues to like kill them to open up a portal or something. It wouldn't work like that because that's not what it was for. Yeah. Right.
I'm happy with what it was because it made the vampires a lot more antagonizing because it's like, well, I mean, y'all niggas got guns, but clearly that's not working. So what y'all gonna do? Type shit.
It also reinforces whenever there's something going down and there's a problem, keep the women away, man. Keep the women away because they gonna fuck it up. They gonna fuck it up.
What scene you talking about in particular?
At the end. At the end, the Asian shit.
It's a spoiler.
Yeah, it is a spoiler.
You have to tell me after the stream. I can't remember.
The Asian chick.
Oh,
dumb bitch. You know what I mean? Like, she was.
Nah, she would have been like when everybody was standing behind Michael B. Jordan. I would have turned around and just slit her throat real quick and then start fighting. Like, you fucking bitch.
Hey, it was nice though. It was a real nice slow burn to that point because once shit starts popping off, it starts popping off. But they built it up so well. And then Haley Steinfeld's character, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she was cold. But like going back to my 3 gripes was too long, not misuse, but overuse of the flashbacks, and then the Indians. Nigga, where the fuck did you forget?
I was thinking it was gonna come back.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I know how this is gonna end. It's gonna be at the last second, and then the Indians gonna come out. The fair-skinned naggers. You remember that?
Yeah.
The fair-skinned naggers was gonna come back, and it was gonna be like a kumbaya, whatever. Nah,
I thought they was gonna do something. Them niggas said
nowhere to be found.
They said, no, hell no. We ain't it's after dark. Peace. I'm out.
Perhaps
yo.
maybe because the movie was so long that they got cut.
Maybe. I mean, even like I would say like the plots that they brought up. Well, like I was really interested to see what was going to happen with the what happened with Smoke and Stack, because you know they apparently they robbed the mobs in Chicago and that's why they came down. But it's like,
Damn,
I
nigga,
wanted to see more.
spoiler.
I mean, it ain't really a spoiler because it doesn't really benefit the plot, right? Because they don't do nothing with that. They don't. No, I'm saying they don't do nothing with that with the mob shit. They don't do nothing with that.
Okay,
So it
so
ain't
since
really
he
a spoiler.
already I talked about this earlier, but I didn't reveal this to you guys because I feel like it's a spoiler. The two characters that Michael B. Jordan playing is the is it the Smoke and Stack or the Stack and Smoke twins?
Smokestack twins.
The Smokestack twins, whom left Mississippi when they were young to basically join the fucking mob. They literally worked for Al Capone. All right.
Yeah.
And so the thing I was gonna say, my most favorite thing about this movie is a lot of people were like hinting at this possibly being woke because the main antagonist is a white guy. But my favorite thing about this movie is there's really no good guys in this shit. Like,
Nah. Besides
no-
Sammy's good. To a certain extent, you know what I mean?
he's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. I don't look at him as good or bad. He's just a guy who's just living his life. There are no good guys. There are no heroes in this. There are no. To me, this is not a story of good versus evil. This is just a story of oh shit, oh shit, nigga, it's vampires. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Smoke and Stack are not good guys. These are niggas who, you know, went up to Chicago, started working for the mob.
And apparently they was in the army too, and they done been all over the place and shit.
Smoke
yeah.
was.
So it's like, yo, this shit. I like, bro. I'm watching it again. I'm watching it as soon as we get off stream.
Most definitely. I'm
See my nigga Jack Sparrow.
I'm most definitely going to watch it again.
I'll make a video on it. It's that fucking good. I liked it, man.
Michael B. Jordan's performance.
Hey, it's the best he's ever done. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like he's like, I think his best was I mean, Fruitvale Station was good, but I think I want to say the first Creed was pretty good. He was pretty good in that, but you know, he just kind of like leveled out on the second two. But like this was different. Like, you know, he was getting into it. He played the two characters differently. You know what I mean?
The right way.
Yeah.
Steinberg.
Man, she was goddamn. Boy,
I'm talking about you guys. There's no way you can get these two characters confused.
What? When I was on Leon's stream, you know, that's what I was trying to explain to him. I'm like, these are clearly two different. I mean, it's like classic twin thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got reserved twin and you got kind of wild out twin. You know what I mean? It's and they even put them in red and fucking blue, so you can tell the difference. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I mean, I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. I will say, I don't want no sequels. I don't want no cinematic universe. Don't do none of that shit. It don't need it. It really doesn't need. This is an original
Let it be.
movie that is really like it's a really fun and good original movie. Rewatchability is up there, you know, because I was thinking about things that I kind of missed the first time. You know, there's like certain hints you could see, like even when the vampire shows up for the first time, and you see him in the film, like where he shows up, there's like vultures around the cabin, and then when you go back to the juke joint, there's vultures around the fucking juke joint. It's like, yeah, like, yo, Prasan, shut up. We don't want to think about that. We don't want to think about the human nigga. All right, the human flying fire nigga. We don't want to think about that. That was terrible. But yeah, this and the music, yo, the music in this shit was fucking great, bro.
The Irish music too.
The Irish, I almost got up and started Irish jigging for real.
Boy, he was killing it, boy. That whole scene, like I felt like the entire movie, I was just I feel like the entire movie, I was just in that bitch going, "Rrr, rrr." Like every bar, every line, every piece of dialogue, I was just like, "Rrr."
Hold on. Since we talking about since we talking about the movie, dog.
Oh yeah, she killed it.
Yo, oh my goodness,
she killed that. But wash up before you start eating Eating
Oh my
coochie out here,
goodness.
guys.
Oh my goodness.
I will be asking Lumi to wash up before I, clean my plate.
Jesus Christ. You got-
Because that nigga was wild, and she was like,
yeah,
he was
he
wild.
said she said I walked here. He's like, man, I just want to taste you. I'm like, hey,
Well, I said, boy, you tripping, boy.
yo,
Ain't
you
no
too
way.
horny, dog. You gotta
Nah,
relax.
ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Like,
Ain't no way,
Like,
boy.
yeah. Go on in some soap in there. It's a leaf in there somewhere. You go on and freshen up. Like, I can't. Nah,
Bro said I need the flavor. I'm trying to taste every mile you
nah.
walk.
Ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that going on. I know that.
Nah,
barn, I know that barn was like.
Yeah, I know
when
that
they
shit
got done.
stank.
I know
But
that
she
motherfucker. And she had been in there
looked good.
dancing all night. Boy, stop.
She looked good though. I ain't gonna lie.
She did look good, but I know below the waist didn't.
Oh yeah, you know that shit stank. Stank. Yo, but hey, honestly, good movie, man. Go watch it. Go watch it. Like I don't really recommend. I don't recommend a lot of movies.
Rating? What's the rating?
I gave it 8.5. I gave it 8.5. Solid 8.5. It's like
How did it lose to 1.5?
what you mean? Like what? You think this is close to a 10?
I'm just asking how did it lose to 1.5? What was your metric in
I just think it's not a 9, right? And it's not a 10 because it ain't perfect.
No, it's not a 10.
But I would say it's like an 8. It's like an 8.5. Yeah, I would say like an 8.5. Really, really good movie. Really good movie. I mean, shit. I guess like my major complaint was the Indians. Like I was looking forward to that coming back. The villain, I didn't really feel like he was fleshed out, even though I liked him. I liked the villain. I felt like he wasn't fleshed out. I didn't like the flashback things that they were doing, and I think this is kind of a nitpick. I didn't like the trailer because don't watch the trailer. Don't watch the trailer. I feel like this is a movie. If you don't watch the trailer to this movie and you go in blind, it'll be 10 times better. It'll be 10 times better because there's some things in a trailer that spoil the movie. So it's like it's better than that. But yeah, I mean, I like it, man. I've been thinking about it since I left, and that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, so chat, y'all know what I gave it. I gave it a 96 or a 9.6. I gave y'all my primary gripes. I felt like it was too long. I'm shave off a point for that, or in this case, we're doing decimals, so 0.1 for that, I suppose. I do feel like the Indian plot was lost. Like what the fuck? So I'm taking off two decimal points for that. And then the overuse of flashbacks, the reason why I don't take off more for that is because I feel like I think that's what made the movie longer than what it was supposed to be. The overuse of flashbacks when having a reveal or something like that. Like he said, that mid-credit scene, I mean, like, it's cool, I guess.
I wouldn't even call that a mid-credit scene, to be honest. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, I thought that was the best part. That was one of the best parts of the film. At the end.
I thought it was good, but I could have lived without it.
Well, it ties up a lot of that stuff that was happening, right? Like we can't, because that's like actual spoilers, so we can't talk about it.
Yeah,
but it's like it does tie up a lot of the stuff that was going down.
It was more like, okay, what happened to everybody type situation. Like it was like, I mean, I was ready. Like once the credits came on, I was good and satisfied. I was about to walk out, and then people sitting down, they're like, "Oh, there's gonna be more." I'm like, "Nigga, this ain't no Marvel movie, the fuck." And then, sure enough, right before we walked out the door, here come a mid-credit scene. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Because I was ready for it to be like, I was satisfied. I was full, and then niggas came with desserts. I'm like, "But I don't want desserts."
Yeah, I would. So, I would say even the last end credit scene, I feel like that worked a lot.
There was an end credit scene.
Oh yeah, there was a tag. It was him in the church. But remember during the film, he had that one talk with Smoke, about what he was gonna be doing with his life and shit. But when he was in the church in this thing, he was singing gospel music. So it was kind of cool. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it heavy.
I like it, but like I said, too long, overuse of flashbacks, and the lost the Indian plot got lost. Okay, but overall, I thought the dialogue was superb. I thought the acting, there wasn't a single actor in this film where I felt like was holding everybody back. There,
Slim was awesome. What's the actor's name? Fuck.
I forgot his name.
He kills it in everything. He kills it in everything.
He was funny.
Awesome.
I thought that the cinematography was nothing super amazing. It was what it needed to be. I thought that, like I said, the dialogue was was superb for me. I didn't feel like there was any wasted scenes. Yes, the first act drags on a little bit, but it was all meaningful.
Yeah, it was all good setup too. Really good.
It was all good setup. Other than that, I don't really have anything negative to say. So I'm gonna stand by my 96 or my 9.6, however y'all want to put it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go that high. But I give it an 8.5 for sure. And then plus the end, I really liked because like there was some people thought like, you know, it felt kind of rushed when like, you know, when shit starts popping off, it just like goes. But I feel like we just spent like, you know, a good hour building up to this shit.
Yeah. I don't think that's a valid criticism at all. But I do want to say, like, how do you grade like
Delroy Lindo? Yeah.
How do you grade material? Because my whole thing is like everything starts off with 100, and I start subtracting points.
Yeah,
I feel like
that takes too much work. I'm just thinking about it on a scale of movies, right? Like, okay, because you got to think anything above a 9 is like, you know, classic timeless movies, right? Godfather, Lord of the Rings, fucking Star Wars, you know, all these kind of movies, right? And then you start subtracting down. Like, you know where I would put this? I put this on the same level as Edge of Tomorrow. I put it on the same level as that. That's like a good 8.5 movie, really good movie. Not perfect, you know what I mean? Really
I'm not saying it's perfect. Movie, it's just like, you know, bro, you know, I get real particular in this whole critic thing.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, do that. I don't care to do it. I really don't. That's why I'm just like 8.5. You know, 8.5. Solid 8.5. You know what I mean? Would recommend. Would watch again. You know what I mean? I like it. I don't think it's anywhere of the level where it's like I could watch this all the time type shit. Like, it's not a Lord of the Rings to me. Like, you know, to get past the 9, you got to be a damn near perfect movie. You know, damn near perfect. And there's only 3 perfect movies, and that's the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So,
okay.